Hi, everybody. It's an honor to be here today. So we know that a lot of us here draw an analogy between AI and electricity to show that AI can be this kind of general-purpose technology for the century. What I'd like to draw as an analogy is go way earlier than that and say that maybe AI could be compared to the fire. Why I'm interested in this analogy is that all technology, especially since fire, can bring good or bad, right? Every technology is amoral. And the second thing is, in the end, if it all depends on what we do with this technology, fire is also a great metaphor for what our intelligence is in particular as human beings. A way to imagine further realities and find other ways to build them. So when we would believe that AI is this kind of new fire for the century to come, we might think that it will be able to solve a lot of problems, as it's a way, of course, to turn chaotic information into actionable knowledge, right? And that we might get into beautiful utopias to come. So a year ago, we had this main big conference to start a seminar at École Normale Supérieure about the futures of AI. And we wanted to know, for all the young researchers aged from 20 to 35, what the future of AI might look like to them. And the program was called Love Machine because we wanted them to share a vision that would be positive. We wanted to escape this kind of anxiety that we fear and face in the man-machine collaboration systems. And so to attend the conference and the program for the year to come, you just had to send one fiction, one story, that wouldn't be that long, to explain what the future of AI would like for you. We received 1,700 fictions, and we expected to have a lot of utopias to come based on the project that was called Love Machine. The truth is that we received 90% of Terminator story. That means that all the young students, researchers that we had, were obsessed by this image. And even worse is that the ones who thought they were building utopias said, okay, I want to build an AI system that can basically do my job so that I can build another AI system to entertain myself. And they would go for like this kind of project, maybe you know, Face Dance. They use deep computer vision system to make sure that you can adapt to the machine in front of you and you win as soon as you reflect the way the machine goes. And to us, it was a disaster. We felt, okay, so if it's the new fire, if it's even electricity, how are we not going to tackle real challenges? And to us, what was really clear is that the fear that we had and the reason that we were building system on human-machine, human level of intelligence system and so on, is that even if we didn't believe in it, we were completely obsessed with this idea of singularity. That someday a machine will be as intelligent as us, as all of us, and then we'll just, you know, have nothing else to do but get entertained if we're lucky enough to survive. And honestly, it's not that I don't believe in that, I don't believe in it, but it was a little bit depressing to see that this technology that is amoral, that can bring the best and the worst, was actually used for this kind of stuff. So with friends, we get the idea that maybe, as Voltaire and Spider-Man said, that with great power comes great responsibilities, right? And that we might all want to do crazy stuff, but good. Not only good, but great, actually, for the world to come. This is, for instance, 3 examples that struck me that I want to share with you. You know the Orcam company maybe that help people that don't see or blind people with a computer vision system integrated in the glasses to read what they actually cannot see in front of them. You have another project in robotics that I found just amazing from Wondercraft about this exoskeleton suit that want to help handicapped people be able to walk again and find freedom with mobility. Then also on the concept of individuality that you can augment with AI and not just try and turn into a machine, I got passionate with this project of my friend Eugenia Cuida, Replica, that some of you may know. It was the project that was most downloaded in entertainment apps this summer on the App Store. And the very idea is to build an AI friend. Some of you might find it creepy. What I love is that it has a major impact on people that feel basically isolated and have a positive impact on them. I got engaged with the X Prize Foundation a year and a half ago to work on this idea that we should give a positive vision of AI for the future. We should try and see all over the world who is actually building projects that would be able to change us in a good way and to change the face of Earth too. The idea, funded by the IBM Watson company, was to find all over the world projects that might impact 1 billion lives positively by 2020. And through the thousands of projects that we saw, that we come across, that we received, we selected 147 of them from all over the world. And with a very specific idea, that was to say, we don't want to come across a kind of transhumanist future in which we go away from nature. But we want to see systems that are not conflicting with humanity and especially with nature. So just 3 examples that we have, because I'm already running out of time. Impartial.ai is a system that is fighting fake news. I'll let you find what they do. What I find amazing with the X Prize competition that we set is that we saw so many different projects, some of them very young, such as this team, and I'm going to show you 3 young projects, and other ones pretty famous. Actually, in France, for instance, we had the Rhythm. I think Hugo Mercier did a talk yesterday or this morning with the sleep headset, and a lot of amazing projects that are also X-Brain and so on. We have the School 42 that some of you may know. These guys know because it's them. We are building a system that would help us find a new way to educate people, especially through languages, to have an AI that could help you have a personalized education. And if you're interested in that, I'll let you meet them at the end. Another project to show you that it's in all the fields that are possible, that was just started. It was a hedge fund that wanted to use AI to try and target projects that a lot of basically other companies and hedge funds wouldn't see because they would be too focused on Silicon Valley and so on, and they wanted to find a way to scan other opportunities through AI. At the beginning of the summer, and for last year, since a year, we've been working on a project with the United Nations to create a commission called AI for Good, in which we wanted to see how on the 17 Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations that rank from mobility, education, to kind of everything, health, we wanted to see how AI could assist the different 20 agencies of the UN to help them leverage the technology and have a bigger impact. An example I want to show you, I was responsible for the Future of Work Commission, but the examples are not that beautiful to see, so I wanted to share something around peace. And a David May's project that I found just amazing on quantitative forecasting. I don't know if the sound is up. Maybe.
Revolts and revolutions is Twitter data. If you have governments like Brazil that are having tons of revolts and they know where they're going to happen, they can do large things to quash those revolts. At the same time, if you're a country that's trying to produce revolts to provide democracy, then it goes both ways. People have been doing quantitative forecasting for decades. They did during the Cold War, predicting whether Russia was about to send missiles over to the US. We're pretty good at understanding really simple trends that we have immediate data on. In Brazil and Venezuela, people could predict where and when, within a region of 3 to 7 days, future revolts are going to happen.
Fire again. So to me, this X Prize Foundation and the UN experience was a great relief after this experience of just seeing people afraid of the future, basically. And we saw that AI could have a massive transformative purpose for so many problems that we face on Earth today. And so I just want to conclude on this idea that somehow most of us are actually targeting this human level of intelligence thing that in the end is obviously contradictory to what we want to build as humans. And I'm really interested in finding ways of creating AI that would augment intelligence and work in collaboration with us. And this is why I just want to leave you with this, which is a project that I'm building with the AI X Prize director, which is called Anima. And it's basically an AI lab for global grand challenges. We selected 10 of them that we're going to put in the Man of Vitruve, like this, because we're keen on Leonardo da Vinci, basically. And we want to see how AI can help on so many of these issues, working with companies, labs, depending on typical projects that we want to do. And if some of you are interested in this, I'm just going to leave you to my contact here. And again, thank you so much. Bye.